We're out here at 50100 Flint Rock Drive in Georgetown, Texas. We're gonna be taking this home from its current state up to what it should be. It's not seen any maintenance pretty much in the last 28 years, and so you can imagine what we're going to be looking at. But the reason that we picked this property, if you take a look, we've got these big oak trees, and we've had to trim them back. They're very nicely established. The landscaping around the property, it's just overgrown right now. We'll take care of that kind of in the later stages, but you'll see as we're kind of going through around the house. And we're going to start outside here just so we can get a general idea of the scope of the project. We've got some roof damage that we need to take care of ahead of time, just so that if we do get a storm, it doesn't impinge into the property. We've got some repainting we're going to do later on. Some flashing issues going on out here that'll need to be repaired. Some signs of foundation movement while we're out here. If you'll see, looking at the roof, you can kind of see the stair step as it starts to moving away from where it should have been. We've got some fence repairs to do, but overall a pretty good sized lot. So obviously we're going to be doing a lot of updating here. This home was built in 1986, so none of these external outlets are going to be up to code. The hardware is not very updated. So let's get inside and start taking a look around. Obviously, we've got an issue here with the lighting kind of being dated and using these old light bulbs. I think they're like a 1/2 inch screw in, not very energy efficient, not what we're shooting for in the Central Texas area, because anything that puts off heat is going to drop up the electric bill. So that being said, we do have a fireplace in here. We do get about 3 weeks a year here in Austin where it gets pretty bitterly cold, and for those of you in Boston, you're going to laugh, because when I say bitterly cold, I'm talking about 20, 15, that's kind of at the low end. We never really get into the single digits, so our definition of cold is a little bit different than yours. But continuing with the house, you'll see we've got some structural issues, and so that's going to be our first issue that we actually have to address, is going to be the foundation. Before we do anything with the roof, before we do anything with anything else, we've got to get this foundation stabilized. And what's happened here is, here on the east side of 35, we've got very soft soil, but very fertile soil. And so you can see it's a very live property. We've got nicely growing grass. In fact, it's kind of hard to keep it under control, because it is good farmland out here, which then in turn makes it not good for building a house. The foundation gets soft, or the ground underneath the foundation gets soft in areas, and so it tends to lean and then crack, and that's what we've got going on with this property. Next outside issue that we're going to need to address is all of this wood siding, where we're going to tear it down, put in hardy plank. We're going to have to repair all the windows, and so that'll be one of the change outs. Septic was inspected. It's in great condition, so good to know that. You can kind of see the septic field here. There's a kind of a square here, and that's just where all the treated water heads to after it's left the house and separated. So you can see over here we've got a little bit more fencing repairs to do, but all in all, not too bad. Not too much outside work to do. So heading back inside, one of the signs that we've got, besides the cracking, is that the door won't seal on its own. And in fact, if we can get enough light here, you can see on this end we've got about a 1/4 inch gap between the door and the door frame. On this end it's rubbing, so you got about a 1/4 inch gap, drop across 3 feet right there at the door frame. So the paneling we're going to keep. You'll see what we're going to do with that. I'm not going to give everything away right now, but you'll see what we're going to do with that. The kitchen, definitely dated. Definitely dated. So we're going to update that and kind of keep track of what we're doing, and you'll see some of the updates as they happen. This bedroom, I'm sure you saw that blue on the wall, but it's pretty bright. So that's going to be brought down a notch. We've got some ceiling repairs to do. In the laundry room, we've got some plumbing repairs to do. In the garage, we've got some ceiling repairs to do. We've got a garage repair to do. I'm not going in the attic, but we've got some work to do in the attic as well. The bathrooms are going to be updated. Just kind of keep an eye to see what we're doing. But we've got this old marble right here that we're going to be fixing up. We've got these very unattractive windows that we're going to be fixing up. This tub, just, everything here is going to be pretty well updated. We've got a seafoam blue room in here. We'll be updating that. And the master. You'll see a lot of changes with the master, but you can see that big crack along here from the foundation damage. And you can't feel it, you can't smell it, but there's a must or a mildew in throughout the house. And there's a slope to the flooring. There's a really cool app for this. I'll show it to you very quickly here. But if you're ever walking through a house and you just kind of, something doesn't quite feel right, it's called Level Meter Pro. You see here. I'm just going to set that on the ground. And as you can see, going left to right, it's completely level. Going right to left, it's off by about 1 degree. So, and then the master bath will see probably the most amount of updating. So kind of keep an eye out for that. I'll try to keep you updated on that as we go through it. We're going to be updating electrical, updating plumbing, updating air conditioning, updating pretty much everything. So if you've got any questions for me, just give me a call at 512-818-6803. And this is Raymond Hustler with JB Goodman Realtors. Have a great day.